The 30s so far are nothing like how I pictured them. The deeper I go into this decade, the more unsure I feel of who I'm supposed to become. So, let's romanticize our solo Friday night in and cook some dinner, and let's talk about it. I'm in the middle of my 30s now, single, and it's been years since it's been this way. And I always thought by now I'd be building a life with someone. I have been that girl that has always dreamed of a fairy tale love, raising babies, and just having this beautiful, simple life together. But as the years go on, that dream feels further and further away each year. People always say you have to stay positive, and that positivity is what attracts. But how do you keep the hope alive when sadness shows up for no reason at all? When the depression sneaks in, and just like the song at the end of the Barbie movie, I find myself asking, well, what am I made for? And I feel stuck. I have ideas, dreams, things I want to do with my life, but it all feels like quicksand. Like no matter how hard I try to move forward, something keeps pulling me under. And meanwhile, time keeps racing ahead at lightning speed. And yet, I know that there's room for a rebirth, and maybe I can become a version of myself I've never known before. Someone who feels confident, free, peaceful, and happy in her own skin. Someone whose nervous system feels calm, whose old wounds have been processed finally, and who isn't trapped in that anxious, attached version of herself any longer. And so maybe it starts here, with nights just like this one. Cooking a meal for myself, lighting a candle, making a fancy drink, curling up with cookies at the end of a movie, ending the day with a bath, or maybe just these small moments and these little rituals are how I remind myself that life is still beautiful, even when it doesn't look like I thought it would. They say if you want something, you just have to start. And I've put making off this channel for so long, waiting until I felt ready or until it was absolutely perfect. But maybe the first step to getting unstuck is just doing it anyway. Because I know that I cannot be the only woman out there who just feels so lost and unsure in this decade of life. And I feel like I have so much to say, and I'm just gonna start. Even if this video isn't perfect. So this is my start, this channel, this diary, a space where I can try to put the broken pieces back together and maybe even build a new version of myself along the way. And maybe this is where I learn to reclaim my 30s. And maybe it's gonna turn out better than I could ever imagine. And if you're here and maybe you felt the same, stuck, unsure, or wishing that life looked different, maybe we can walk this path together. Maybe this can be the space where we remind each other that starting over is always possible.